y'all, this is Lauren. I am back. We are going to be doing, we're going to start doing our watermelon patchwork quilt. In this video, we are going to be doing one of the little units of stars. Okay, sorry about that. My husband called. So, but we are going to be working on this video. We're going to be doing one of the star units. I have all done but one, and we are going to do that on camera. And then I'll have a separate video of how we're going to do a patchwork watermelon and then just the solid watermelon. Really quick, really easy. Even the stars are pretty simple. They're just flying geese and then piecing it together. It's really easy. They're small, but easy and quick. So let's head on over to the sewing machine and I'll show you how it's done. Okay guys, let's see if this is a better angle. I have it down a little bit more, but more so that you can see the table. So let me know how you like it. Okay, so we are going to make our flying geese blocks, and I have some squares here that have a little bit of the selvage on, but we'll put it towards the corner that's going to be cut off. So, and I will fast forward part of this video because I'm doing all 8 half square triangles at once. That way y'all aren't having to watch slowly me do all 8. So let's get these sewn and okay, now I'm going to take these to the iron, I keep wanting to say sewing machine, and we will be pressing these open, and I'll be right back. Okay, now we're going to do the other side. Okay, now I'm going to take these over to the iron and I'm going to press these, and then I'll meet y'all at the cutting table because then we are going to trim these down some and straighten them up. So I'll be right back. Okay, let's see if we can do this now. Okay, so what I'm going to do, this is a little ruler that we got out of, I got this from the Sew Sampler box. I don't know how long ago, but I like it because it has these lines here and it's perfect for these flying geese. Can y'all see that? Yeah. So I line up where my white points meet right there, and it makes sure that I have a 1/4 inch and I don't accidentally cut it off. And then I just use my regular ruler because this is so small that this bulk here, it kind of makes it a little bit too much, and then that way I can trim the rest of it. But I love that little ruler. I'm sure you can do it with other rulers. That one, just for something this small, it just works a little better. So, see how good that looks now? So I'm going to sit here and I'm going to fast forward, but I'm going to do all of my other flying geese like this, and then we will start assembling our stars. Okay, so let's go over to the sewing machine and start putting our little stars together. Let me get my watermelon pieces off over here. We are going to use our little background squares and then our little white squares for the stars. I will meet y'all back over at the sewing machine. Okay. And so I'm just going to chain piece all of these. We're going to have 2 background squares on each side of some of these, and then 2 of them will be on each side of these. So 4 will go, you know, make our little star legs like that. And we'll do that twice. So I'm going to fast forward the video, but that way y'all know what I'm doing. On for the top and the bottom part of the stars, we will have the blue background squares on each side. And I will say that to try to keep it in what I'm doing, I do like the top, middle, bottom, like the order of what I'm doing, of the stars. That way I kind of can keep track of what I'm doing. So. Okay, I'm going to take these over to the iron, and we're going to press towards the outside on our top and bottom, or the blue square, and then press towards the white or the middle in our middle square. So I'm going to take these over, press these, and I will be right back. Okay, now we're going to do the other. Okay, I'm going to go press these, and I'll be right back. Okay, let's get our stars put together. We don't have very much longer now. We're just going to put these together, and then we'll trim, and then join our 2 stars together. So. Okay, I'm going to press these towards the top and the bottom. Okay, now let's add the other side. Okay, I'm going to press these towards the side we just stitched on, and I'm going to meet you over at the cutting table, because I am going to show you how I use my small stripology to, it makes it a little easier to trim these up, and I can do 2 sides at once, and I'll show you how to do that. So I'll meet y'all over there at the cutting table. Okay, let's move y'all down just a little bit. Okay, so I don't have the large one. I have the small, and then what I call the medium size. So this small one goes up to 6.5. I'm going to raise y'all up just a little more so y'all can kind of see what I'm doing. So what I try to do is I try to line one of my lines even with a line on my stitch line. I try to get somewhat, make sure I try to get a 1/4 inch, and then I trim at the 2 that I'm supposed to. I turn to the side. Now I can line up my black 0 line on that straight edge. And of course make sure my top edge, my top line, matches it also. And then it's nice and trimmed. And I'm going to tell you right now, my stars are not perfect. They're not, you can see just a hair off right there. And then, which one was it? I think it was just maybe that one. And this right here, it's off just a hair. Honestly, I don't really care. It's close enough as far as I'm concerned. I do try to press down kind of hard on this one because it does have a little bulk, and just kind of helps keep my fabric pressed down and keeps the ruler from moving, and then you get a wonky star. Okay, so there we go. Now let's go over to the sewing machine and attach these and then finish them off. Okay, I do a couple of little straight pins because there is some bulk. There's some bulk right here. But I just line my two seams together. For some reason, on a couple of these, almost every one, I lose a couple of my points. I don't know why. It's probably the way I'm trimming, but you know what? You ain't gonna be able to tell in the big scheme of things. When you get that quilt together, that is the last thing you're gonna be worried about. So I'm going to take this over to the iron behind me, and I am actually, these seams I will press open as well. I think you can press them one way or the other, but because of all of this bulk right here, I like to press open to kind of help that. So I'll be right back. Okay, you see how I lose? Now I guarantee you, if I probably didn't trim the way I trimmed, I wouldn't lose those. But it drives me nuts not being able to have those straight edges that I like. So this, now if it bothers you, you don't have to trim yours down. This doesn't really bother me because, I mean, once like they're on my wall right now, you honestly cannot see. So I can see because I know, but it is what it is. It's what you prefer. I rather have my, I'd rather have my edges nice and all match up. Just because if I don't, I get a wonky star. We're going to press this back. I'm going to go over that one more time. I think I got away from my edge a little bit, so hold on. Just a hairline I did. So I'm going to press this back and I'll be right back. Okay, now on this, you're going to have 3, and I know my edge, I've got to trim this up, so don't look, it's not pretty. But on 3 of them, you have a strip that goes to your left, but this one I'm doing to my right, so you have 3 and 3. So 3 of the strip goes to the left right here, and then the other 3 are going to go to the right. I've already done my 3 that go to the right, and I have got 2 more that are already done that go to the, I already have my 3 that are done on the left. I've just got to do my last one that goes to my right. And these are just going to be, these are going to be like kind of scattered out into the quilt. I was actually dreading these little things, but they weren't that bad at all. I mean, you saw how, even if I didn't fast forward them, you saw how quick it was. It wasn't bad at all. Okay, let me meet you back around on the cutting table. Okay, I did trim my hair off. Not that it was bad, it was, I should have trimmed more off, but if I did, I would have lost quite a bit of my points. I may lose a little bit on this edge, but it is what it is. So here it is right here, and I will add this up top with my others. But these will be scattered out kind of, it looks like they're going to be like this row skip, this row skip, this row skip, and then the ones that we skipped, you'll add those 2 on. So I kind of like how they did that because it's not just all plain like background. There's a little bit of splash of I don't know what it's in it. So there are the stars. They're easy, they're quick. I can't remember how many I did, but I did chain piece them quite a bit and then sit down and trim them. I made 1 or 2 by themselves. And then I might have done 3. Yeah, I think I might have done 3 altogether. Just chain stitched them. Now, my patchwork, I've got 3 more patchworks to do. Like I said, I'll do one of those on camera and then the solid ones. My patchworks, I did not chain stitch because they are patchwork. And to me, in my mind, it's easier just to do one at a time. My solid ones, I still have 1 left. Where'd it go? It's over here. I still have 1 left, and that will, I chain stitched those except that one. I went to chain stitch it and I have 1 little corner on there, but I was like, oh, I need to stop, so that way I can do it on camera. So anyways, I hope y'all enjoyed this tutorial. Let me know how many of y'all are doing this quilt or planning on doing it. It is actually it's really fast. It looks very like, oh, this is going to take some time, but honestly, it doesn't take that much time. The watermelons are super easy. Even if you don't feel like doing the patchwork, you could do them all solid and it'd be even faster. Or if you want to do them all patchwork, you could change it up and do it all patchwork. I like the combination of both. I think they're both cute. I'm really happy with it, and I cannot wait to get this quilt together. I do have to cut some of my longer sashings. I have the sashing that goes in between each of my watermelons, but I don't have the long piece that goes under the watermelons before each row, so I've got to cut those. But I'll be back in the next video to show you how to do the melons, and then once I get it all pieced together and get all my borders and all that I'll hang it up and I'll be back to show y'all. I am so excited. It may not be today. Hopefully it'll be this weekend though, and then that way I can start. If you haven't yet checked out my video to see what my sweet husband surprised me with, it was supposed to come in yesterday and he was upset. He's like, I should have paid the $40 for it to come in. I said, no, don't. I said, it's okay. I was like, just the thought of him thinking of wanting to get me something because he knows I love sewing so much. This is my happy place, kind of like his music and working on like he loves hot rods and stuff like that. So working on that kind of stuff in his music is his thing. This is my thing. And so just the fact, and I would buy him stuff that goes, no. Him buying me something like this is much easier than me trying to buy parts or guitar stuff. I'm like, just go. I don't even gonna try. But I'm getting a little better now. Especially like guitars. I bet I could buy something for his guitar. But anyways, I thought it was really, really sweet that he thought of me and he got me what he got me. If you haven't, it's gonna be in the video. It's unboxing from hubby, I think that's what I named it, but it's the video before this one. Go check it out. It was something that I was wanting, but I didn't get it because I was like, I'll wait, I don't want to spend the money. But he got it for me. He didn't even know I wanted it. He didn't even know I knew what that pattern was or the fabric. So of course he probably knew I knew the fabric, but maybe not the pattern. But I'm excited. I cannot wait. I did order the low volume already of that fabric. I have the other red and blues in my cart on Etsy and on Fat Quarter Shop waiting on me just in case. I'm not ordering them yet, but I went ahead and went through there and added them all to my cart. That way, if I do need them, I have them there ready to go. So that's one good thing because they don't get taken out of your cart. They stay there. So anyways, I'm going to get off here so I can get this uploaded, and then I can go ahead and get the watermelon video up because I cannot wait to show you how fun and easy and quick those melons are. So I will see y'all next video. Bye guys.